Throughout the years of Yu-Gi-Oh, there has always been an established meta. And that meta goes on to influence what people typically play at the larger events. But what if you took a list of every deck from the September 2011 meta, randomized them, and put them into their own single elimination bracket tournament, allowing for exactly one of every different type of deck to be represented? In this series, Joe and I will be playing out a full single elimination bracket tournament. Each week, Joe and I will be playing a different deck, and whatever deck wins will move on, and whatever deck loses will be eliminated. The goal of this series is to see if the traditional meta will reign supreme, or if a new champion will be crowned. Be prepared for jank winning, meta losing, and for the format as we know it to be turned upside down. Welcome to the Tournament of Tournaments.
Alright, today I'm going to be playing Infernity. Infernity is an interesting deck. This is long after Infernity Launcher was limited to 1. This deck tries to combine some of the 100 Eyes plays that existed after Launcher went to 1 with the fact that this deck can use Leviair. This deck can combine both Bryanek and Leviair to create this interesting situation where you Bryanek your Leviair back to the extra deck in the aftermath of banishing Infernity Mirage in order to use 100 Eyes effect. And it creates the situation where you can kind of compound how further you can go. Searching, usually this deck tries to search the triple barrier break or some combination thereof, but the existence of Leviair and Bryanek gives you some resistance against some of the mid-game stages where that combo might be difficult to pull off. So it's an interesting deck. It kind of has a lot of your bread and butter cards. It maxes out on Necromancer, obviously Archfiend. It has Mirage. It has the one Stygian Street Patrol that can kind of be a utility piece if your hand has a lot of monsters, both Armageddon Knight and Gruffer to combine with Reinforced of the Army. A lot of really powerful 1-ofs with obviously Launcher, but 1-for-1 Monster Reborn. Obviously some really powerful 1-ofs. Call the Haunted 2 can be a pretty powerful 1-of. It actually has 2 Call the Haunted, so pretty powerful, in this case, 2-of. Plus just a bunch of traps. Deep Prisons, Mirror Force, Road, so you can set a bunch of cards. The Warning / Solemn Judgment package. The side deck has Infernity Randomizer, which, depending on your mood, you can put in. If you put in Infernity Randomizer, you kind of forego trying to combo out your opponent, and you try and grind them out through card advantage in making their hand traps dead, right? If you go into Infernity Randomizer, cards like Maxi aren't that great. Usually your opponent might be able to 1-for-1 when you use something like Necromancer to bring it back. But once it sits on the field for a while and it just generates additional draws every turn, and you start to just activate cards like MST and even Offerings to the Doomed, you can make the situation where you just overwhelm your opponent with card advantage, which can be pretty cool if you're playing against a matchup, but you can back that up with Gozen Match. Today I'm playing against Agents, so Gozen Match isn't that great. But we'll see what happens.
All right, bringing it back once again with my good old-fashioned reliable TG Agents list from YCS Kansas City. This deck is honestly really, really cool. I mean, at the time, historically, I only played it because I wanted to sell my tour guides before the event, so we went budget. But I also really liked how the TGs interacted with the rest of the deck. I think like Striker into Venus is just one of the most insane combos you can do, because even if they Valor the Venus, you get a Synchro for 5. If they don't Valor the Venus, you have options of like double Gotchi, you have Trishula. There's all kinds of really cool things you can do with this deck. But yeah, this is one of my specialties. Let's see if we can break it into top 8. I mean, it's the last agent deck left, which is really crazy. So, let's see how it goes. All right, Tournament of Tournaments, episode 53. Joe's giving his shot at the Infernities. I'm excited to see how you managed to do on them. This is the legendary Hydro Pumps build, so hopefully it works out for you. And I get to play my homebrew TG Agents from way back in the day, and I got to take it to the top. This is the spot it deserves after all these years. How you feel about the Infernities coming back from Nath?
I back in the day was a big Infernity enthusiast because I really, growing up, super respected a lot of the Canadians, like the Belida brothers and Matt Peddle and just the whole suite of Canadians. And they, during the Frog FTK format, typically played Infernities. So during Frog FTK, full power X-Saber, Herald of Perfection, Infernity format, Frog Monarch format, I always played Infernities. I played it at the Nationals, the Sean Montague one with X-Saber, so I used to have an affinity to the Infernities. We'll see how things go, though.
All right, be honest. Did you ever set a monster?
Never, no.
Fair enough. All right, who won last one? I don't even remember what we played.
I think you did, if I recall correctly.
It was, oh yeah, I won with TG Stun. So yeah, I go second.
Oh yeah, I was playing that terrible hero deck with the volcanic dead cards.
Photo shoot, he's dying out there. Oh, okay. This hand looks playable. Yeah, that's a pretty good card.
I'm actually not going to get it, though. I'm actually going to get the Call of the Haunted that was there.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a little bit. Effect.
I think I'm gonna Valor it.
Sure.
That's a lot of back row. Oh my god, that's a lot of back row. Draw for turn.
All good.
Standby main. I'm gonna attempt to normal summon Thunder King.
Sure.
This card just hard gatekeeps you. So it's really valuable to just keep on the field. Let's use. I mean, if you have to draw exactly a dark. You know what? I'm gonna pass. We're not gonna lose the Thunder King. It's too precious. Yep.
Synchro. Sorry.
Yep. This will force the negate.
Yeah.
But at least I slow you down pretty significantly. Draw for turn. Well, standby main. I'm gonna normal summon a Warwolf.
I accept.
I'll attack you for 12.
I'll accept.
And it's your turn. Duality, yeah. Oh. That's a pretty good card. All warning. That's a pretty good draw, pretty sure. Yeah, that's a really good draw, actually. Normal summon. Activate effect.
Thinking. I guess I have to warning that.
Now you have the dingus. I'll just pass then. I want to swing into the necromancer. Standby main. Normal summon.
It's good.
A synchro for 5. And a TG Wonder Magician.
Good.
Activate the effect. Targeting this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one to hit. I'll pass. Oh. Yep. That's really good. I have to Valor it. Fuck. I was afraid of that. Okay. I'll let you play out the combo so you can figure it out, but you pretty much just win the game here.
I feel like I get this.
Oh yeah, you haven't normal summoned yet.
Okay,
Yeah, so then you bring back the Necromancer.
Yep, and then I use the one that I do this. I get this.
Yep.
Then I banish this. And I shoot this off.
Mm-hmm.
I get this and this.
Yep.
And I search our launcher.
Yep.
And I bring back Avenger. Okay, this one hasn't used its effect yet either.
Correct. So what you actually do here is you synchro for 5 with the Archfiend, and then you synchro for 6 into Bryanak by bringing back using the Necromancer effect. And it comes up later because this lets you loop infinite searches, basically.
So I go 5, and then I bring back. Oh,
yeah.
I see
So you make the Stygian Street Rider because you probably want to hold Catastor in the event that you need it.
So all right. So I'm like going into like this, and then I'm basically going up into Bryanak.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryanak was a good card.
Yeah. And so now you exceed these two to make the Mirage.
Oh, wild. Yeah, Mirage. That card is nuts.
Yeah. So you can bring that card back, and it's going to get you the Mirage effect.
Summon from that's hilarious.
And yeah, and so now you can effectively loop this, because you can also search Infernity Inferno when you need to pitch to bounce the Leviair back to your extra deck. And it lets you search basically all of your barriers and breaks. And
I drew all of my barriers and breaks, so...
Oh, shit.
I didn't draw all of them, but I basically drew all of them.
Okay.
So, like, I searched this.
Yeah.
Do I search the Infernos first to put the Leviair back? And, like, do the barrier stuff at the end?
Well, no, because you're going to use Necromancer effect here to bring back the Avenger, sync 8 again.
And then
go into the 100 Eyes.
100 Eyes. Oh, I see what you're saying. You literally can basically go infinite.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you basically can do it 3 times because of 100 Eyes. Like, you're capped at 100 Eyes. But it basically lets you end on, like... I usually end on, like, Necromancer, Archfiend, plus Infernity Doom Dragon. And that's usually enough to just, like...
Yeah. So, like, here I can get Inferno just to, like, bounce your TG off the field, probably. Because I do want to go for 8,000.
That or you use it right now to bounce your Leviair. Because...
I would actually do this to bounce this to my hand, because I don't want that on the field.
Oh, wait, you actually... Yeah, but you actually bring back both Necromancer again. Because you have to go back into Leviair. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see. So this goes back to the extra deck.
Yeah, so that goes engrave, and then you... Yeah, but you bring back, instead of the Archfiend, you bring back the Necromancer, and use an effect.
Because the Necromancer brings back the Archfiend. This is essentially the same thing, though. Like, I just bring these back, and then I get the Infernity Archfiend. Yeah. Because I had enough monster spots. I see what you're saying. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so now you can bring... Yeah, so now you can bring back Avenger again. And Exceed. Because
I would have had to bring back the Archfiend. So, like, I go into a Leviair again here.
Yeah, but aren't both Necromancers live? Because you bring them both back with the Mirage.
Oh, one of them is live.
Yeah, that's why you bring back the Avenger, is what I was saying.
Okay.
And then I guess here is where you would probably synchro for Catastor.
To get them off the field, yeah. I already used Catastor this game. I don't have a Catastor in here.
Oh, shit, so you're out of 5s?
I don't think it really matters. Like... This is live. Like, this has been set. So I can play through Gores. Which I think is your only out.
You can technically synchro climb with Bryanak, and then you can resolve... Basically, because I think you just want to end on Infernity Doom Dragon.
I just want to kill you. You're at 8,000. Like, I'm just going to kill you.
Yeah, this isn't enough, though, right here.
I mean... I bet if I really thought about this for a little while, I could kill you.
You haven't used launcher yet, have you?
No, it's set.
Yeah, so like I think I'm pretty sure the play is synchro with the Bryanek to clear the field, because then you detach, bring back Mirage effect, get back. Oh fuck, it's actually hard. No, I guess it brings back Avenger plus Necromancer, and then that will synchro with the Archfiend, and then you can make a level 8. I'm thinking is the play. Someone in the comments is gonna spend 10 hours thinking about the perfect play here, and they're gonna flame you.
Well, I was kind of just going along with what you were saying there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I forgot you used Catastor, so
no, yeah,
that's where it gets a little awkward. Because obviously here is where like you'd get another Archfiend Search, bounce to Leviair again, and then it would be like it would end on Catastor, Bryo, and Infernity Doom plus like 5 back row.
I think the last time that I Bryanek bounced the Leviair, I should have, like, I shouldn't be going into Leviair right here. Like, if this is just here and I've got 2 of these on the field.
Yeah, maybe it's better to not bounce.
I don't need to do any Leviair nonsense anymore. No, I'm just gonna play from here. Like, instead of going into Leviair, I'm just gonna like win the game.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna win the game. Like, I don't need to do anything crazy past here, because like I'm gonna do this to pop this. And then launcher all of these out again.
Yeah.
Because I can go here. And here. I can use one to bring back Avenger to go into arm. And I can do one to bring back this. And this is enough. Like, that's game. Plus a surge,
Unless
plus this
I have
for
Gorse. Okay, that is game. I just felt I don't think we've ever played through an Infernity combo in this series, so it's like fuck it, we'll let you do it.
Yeah.
But hey, that is really cool. That is how it work.
Yeah, that is wild.
But this is why I think like Infernity is like the toughest egg to crack in this format, because I think it's so easy to mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so easy to like mess up the lines, but if you can do it correctly, I think the deck can be really insane. But all right, yeah, we'll go into game 2. All right, I get to go first.
Only fair.
Oh my god. Oh wait, this is nuts. Normal summon.
Yep.
Activate effect.
You got it.
We're gonna pay 1,000 because I'm pretty sure you don't have Valor.
No.
I'm gonna overlay these two. And make a gotchi.
Sure.
That's it. That's my whole turn. Yep.
I'll use this gentleman's effect.
I think I'll Valor again. Oh, that's pretty good.
Resolves?
It does resolve.
Sick. Alright, I'll use his effect, I imagine. Sure.
Yeah.
Pondering for a second.
You have 1-for-1? 1-for-1
I don't.
That's really good.
Do not have Un por Un.
Wow, that's probably the most broken card here.
I do have some good stuff that I can do, though. I think this is the best one.
Yep. take 500. That's pretty good. This is like the one deck that makes Wind Up Zen Meister look okay.
Yeah. Just to get the guy into the grave.
Yeah. It's the only one that could detach on summon. Or just neutrally detach for free. The question is, what do you get here? Because you need a tuner.
I mean, I don't need to play the tuning game. I could just play the control game.
True. Interesting.
I mean, that gets me the tuner, but gives me variety.
True. Alright. Draw for turn. Ugh. This is not ideal for me. I have to try. Oh, that was worst case scenario. Well, I'll set one, set another one, and pass.
Oh, that's not the card I'm playing. Silly, this one. Unless you want to judgment that, I guess it's not cost. Oh, you could have Hot Decree, which would be hilarious, and then I would chain MST. It's good?
Yeah, it's good, it's good. Yeah.
That's
it goes to the grave.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess I could go Avenger. I could just go Archfiend still, too. But I kind of want access to the tuner. I got an Archfiend and I overlaid. Archfiend and overlay is not the worst. Because it's currently constituted. I'm not getting a search unless I go 100 Eyes. Yeah, I'm actually not going to put Avenger in there. I'm going to put the second Archfiend. And then try to summon the Archfiend.
I have the warning for the Archfiend, or for the Necromancer effect.
Okay.
Which honestly, thank God, because you also had the ability to bring back a monster, then flip it face down with Zenmeister, then re-flip it to bring back another monster.
It flips during the end. Oh, I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yep. I see what you're saying.
All right, battle phase. Detach this. Detach this.
I guess I attack this.
Effect.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta pray for a miracle here. There are some good draws. I mean, Hyperion actually does it, but... and I'm just so damn good at the game.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so we'll attack the thing, and then we'll go main phase 2. And, is it worth popping the Archfiend? Probably. I can pop something, and I probably should pop something. This Exceed is not a threat. Yeah, I have to pop the Archfiend.
Yeah.
And then I pass. That's some stuff. It's a good card.
I'm actually gonna normal this too.
Okay.
I will kill the Gachi and attack into the guy.
Alright. Damn, do you have Archfiend in hand? No? Interesting. This is the card. This is the savior card. Okay, there's no way you run Gores, so do I pop? I don't even know if I want to burn the pop. I can do a shitload of damage here. Go standby main. I can. It's a lot of damage. You know what? I think I just lock you out of the game by summoning this.
That's right. That's okay. I'll top Archfiend. It'll be good. So he's a 22. So I take 5. I take 20. 200.
Yeah.
Unless you want to pop.
I
don't think you want.
I want.
Yeah.
Oh, we set.
I'm just gonna activate this like naturally. I have to.
Yeah, that makes sense. Draw.
You have another guy.
Not
Okay.
that I could summon under the effect of King Tiger Wagyu.
All right.
All right, you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, this does give it to me. I have a game for sure because I have Judgment set. Oh, okay. Damn, I thought I was completely screwed in that game. Damn, game 3. All right, let's send it. All right. Honestly, I don't know who to root for. I love both these decks. That damn grapper every time.
Effect.
Yeah.
I know I have to put him to grave. That was a mistake.
Oh god. Oh no! Wait.
What's wrong?
There's literally like the most 0% chance of comboing off turn 1, and you literally have it. This is full combo. That's
Any response?
insane.
I don't know
No
what to do
response.
from here.
I know what to do. You're gonna have to search a Necromancer in this combo. So
I know
it goes
I get these two, and I probably get Launcher.
Launcher first for sure.
Okay.
Because then what you're gonna do is on the next search you search the second Necromancer. When you synchro for 8.
Okay, so I go into the guy.
Yeah.
And he banishes this. And this is how you get the second Necromancer, and then I put the second Necromancer in the graveyard with the Launcher.
Yes.
Okay.
And now you have the Thanos.
And then
I've literally never seen it do it.
Do I use the Necromancer now to summon the Avenger? Or do I use... Or do I... Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. Because... Yeah,
I just like
you're gonna...
Trishu?
You can... Because this is a dead Necromancer, right? Yeah, you might as well Trish me.
Yeah, just for value. A value Trish.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then you use the Launcher, because you've already used the Necromancer.
And you bring back these.
Yes.
And then this searches a barrier.
Yep.
And then the other Necromancer brings back Avenger.
Yep.
Can I like Brian act this Trishula back 5 times? Is that a thing?
I don't think it's possible. I don't think you have enough.
And then this goes into Leviair.
Yeah, you gotta sync 5 as well. You make the Stygian Street Rider.
And then this brings back Mirage that goes to the grave. And this brings back this fellow and this fellow.
Yeah.
And then the Archfiend searches a dead card. Because I have to bounce it back to my hand, right? The Leviair.
Well, kinda, because it's awkward because you don't really have the ability to make a 8 again.
Okay.
Because you make the Brio, you can make the Brio here, but it doesn't actually.
It doesn't
you see what
do
I'm saying?
anything. Yeah. Okay.
So this can bounce the Levier if you want, but
But it
you could
doesn't do
also just
anything.
search another live card. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I could just search another barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's probably enough.
I could search. I'd prefer to search break. I think.
Yeah, probably.
But you could have dark hole. No, dark hole's fine actually.
Yeah, you got barriers. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I guess with
I
this
have the
search.
knuckle.
So with this search, I actually think I searched the second barrier. I don't think I should search the break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And then
Either make the Brio or just make the cat. Either way, it's like game on board if I can't like somehow out this on the next turn. Which, yeah, oh yeah, you have to leave the Archfiend because you need the Infernity in attack.
I feel like there's something better I could have done.
Yeah, I think the Trish is what goofed you. I think you had to continue the combo a bit more before you could make the Trish.
Hmm.
Because I think eventually the Trish is fine, but I think it was too early.
So I brought back the guy, and the guy brought back those two.
I mean, you could just bring back the Necromancer and just end on the Necromancer in defense, which is threatening enough.
I'd rather end on it. I guess I would rather end on it. No, but then I'm locked out of synchro. Like, I don't have a tuner anywhere. I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, but like this board is obviously insano. If you have a break, you can pop whatever could swing over the Archfiend, right? And then you have, if I can clear the Archfiend, you also have Necromancer to bring it back. I mean, you have game on board with that board as well.
Yeah, I think what I'll is Brio the only level 6 in this deck? Mind Control is in the form. Is Mind Control in your deck? No. Oh, it is in your deck.
Yeah, it is in my deck.
I think this might actually be the play where I just leave both Infernities. I don't want to put a Bryanak on the field that would give you outs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I kind of just want to, like, end like this.
Yeah.
Because that reduces the amount of cards that you could have to out this field by 1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pass like this.
Perfect top deck. Yeah. I definitely lose. I have the Dark Hole. I have the Thunder King. And I have 2 Shine Balls and a Hyperion. Okay. So that is the game.
Nice.
But if you're hyper curious, we could go back like 6 steps and
see what would have
not do the
happened.
Trishula. Yeah, see what would have happened if we did it perfectly. I'm down. I'm sure the viewers would like to see it too.
All right, so this is going to go back here. This is going to go back here. This is going to go back into the extra deck. Let's just like go all the way back to the beginning. So I had Greffer on the field. These were set. I guess I'll leave them up. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is in the extra deck. This is... I'm just going to banish it because I'm definitely going to search it. This is in
You
the
also
top
had to
of my...
search the Necromancer. You had 1 Necromancer.
This is engrave. This was in the top of the deck. And 1 Necromancer was in the deck. Okay. So what did I do? I went 1-for-1 Mirage.
Well, you Greffer discarded Archfiend, sent the Avenger. Then you 1-for-1 pitching the Necromancer. Or, yeah, so Greffer pitch Archfiend, send the Tuner. And then you 1-for-1 pitch the Necromancer to summon out the Mirage.
Alright, so this is where we were.
Yeah, and so the Mirage, the first Mirage, or the first search is always going to get you the launcher.
Yep.
Then you synchro for 8.
Yep, we're just like this. So I go 8. Right, so we go into 100 Eyes.
100 Eyes, banished to special, or banished to search or whatever.
Yep.
Or banished to tribute special. Then you get the 2. You get another search. You search the second Necromancer.
So we're positive that's like the Leviair play is the best play here.
Yeah.
Like we're really that positive?
Yeah. Because the Leviair play is going to let you search everything else in your deck.
But like I'm only limited to 3 back rows here. Like I could just do this. Where like this Archfiend searches this barrier. Like this is how the combo kind of used to work back in the day. And then I put all of these out into this fellow. And then I use this and I bring all 3 of them back.
Yeah.
Like this is what you used to do back in the day. And I can't imagine what the board is that I made being any better than what I'm about to do.
So theoretically with this board here, yeah, now you can make Trish.
No, now I make 100 Eyes. And I banish the Necromancer. And I summon the Archfiend. And now I end with double barrier break with 2 Infernities, including a gigantic one. Because I'm locked to the quantity of back rows that I have. I feel like this has to be better.
Yeah.
Like, this is how you used to play the deck. I feel like the Leviair stuff sometimes clouds what you should actually be doing. Because this field is, like, nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty... I mean, it's unbreakable, really, by this format standards. Nothing is going to, like, win against this. And you have game on board. Yeah, I think the main thing for the Leviair combo is the idea is with how this deck is structured, you typically minus a bunch to set up the grave. So when you get the combo, you do want to, like, you have probably the room to search infinite back row, which is why Leviair is good. But my guess is going first turn 1 like this, I think this play is better. I think you're right.
This is before the advent of XYZs, when this deck, when they limited launcher and this deck was still playable, this is typically what the field looked like. You just 100 Eyes, because the 100 Eyes gets the banish of the Mirage and the banish of the Necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had 2 back rows that I had to set, I think this was way better.
Yeah, this is definitely better going first. Like I said, I just think the Leviair combo is better later on if you don't have as many resources, because this will build back all your back row, right? But like you said, you're locked into 2. But in with the Leviair combo, you effectively could search all 5 or 4. You know, you search the 3 barriers and a break, and that's gonna win you the game. And you'll also end on the Infernity Doom Dragon. But this is, like, far and away better. But
all right,
yeah, that's pretty sick. Hey, Infernity made it to top 8. I honestly love this deck. I remember, like, when I was a little kid, like, before this set came out, I saw it in the 5Ds anime. And I was like, oh, I want that deck so bad. And then it got released in TCG. It was the most expensive deck in the entire planet. And I just was never able to afford it. So, like, it's one of my favorite decks in this format, too. Just because I get a chance to, like, actually play these cards. I think they're so cool. Like, the no-hand mechanic is so interesting for a deck. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Tournament of Tournaments. As a reminder, we release new episodes of the series every single Friday, so make sure you guys are subscribed not only to me, but also to Joe to help support the series and stay up to date on when we release new episodes. But other than that, we'll give a quick shout out to the patrons. So shout out to Slap God, my dude, Photo Shooty, Brian Ford, and Sven Olbrehen. Thank you guys so much for the support. And if you guys would like to subscribe to my Patreon, help support me, you can go to patreon.com/CCG Rewind. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and have a great time doing today.